Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Coffee Convo Wednesday to you. My name is Cindy Simmons. I will be your host for today's Coffee Convo Wednesday. As I say every week, I am always your host each and every week for Coffee Convo Wednesday. For today, Wednesday, May 9th, 2018, episode 108. I had to think about it. Episode 108. Today, it's kind of be a Mother's Day celebration, sort of, because Sunday is Mother's Day. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to call your mom? Did you send her a card? Did you get her a gift if that's what you do? Regardless, a big fat cheers and happy early Mother's Day. I have to start off by saying I'm a little excited today because we have a new sponsor. It's going to be maybe new to you, but not new to me, Dinner AFare. And I have a special treat at the end of the show for you guys today. So welcome to our newest sponsor, Dinner AFare. I have partnered with them. However, I have been friends and I have known them for a very long time. And I feel like if I tell you how long, it's going to make me seem really old. But I have known Dinner AFare for a long time. And hang out with me to the very end because I have something very exciting for you. So as I say every week, grab your coffee mug. This week's coffee mug is Sip Like a Mother from my friend Jessica. She's at livelikeamother.com, and she has a fun site, and she's uber talented. I call her my fixer-upper Joanna Gaines friend. Actually, I think I'm going to have her on the show eventually. But she gave me this mug, and I gave one to my mom because it says Sip Like a Mother. Get it? Because her site is called livelikeamother.com. So thank you, Jessica, for my awesome mug. And I always say, if you send me a mug, I will send you a t-shirt. So Jessica, I actually owe you a t-shirt. So good morning, Coffee Convo Wednesday, friends and family. Grab your coffee, whatever you're drinking today, tea, smoothie, vodka. Okay, if you're drinking vodka this early in the morning, I mean, again, no judgment, but it might be a little early. But they do say it is 5 o'clock somewhere. So sit back and relax. We're going to talk about 3 things today. We'll be here maybe 15, 20 minutes, depending on how long we yap today. But it's just kind of a way to give you a break in the middle of your Wednesday morning, in the middle of your hump day. So grab your coffee. Okay, so first things first. Do you want to fly with me? This may be something I would possibly ask you someday, but I'm not exactly sure because Uber announced that they may be doing Uber Air. You know Uber, like the pseudo taxi service? Yeah, Uber. They're now saying that they might be doing Uber Air, as in Uber airplanes. They sort of look like drones in the sense, like kind of like a helicopter, but helicopter has 2 blades. I don't know what they're called. Uber Air would have 4. So basically, they'd have all these little heliports, I don't know how you say that, on top of buildings or different areas. And you would, much like you would get an Uber, like on your app, and an Uber would come, a car, an airplane would come, and then you would go to this heliport and you would get in an airplane. When they first come out, they're going to be piloted, but here's the crazy thing. Eventually, they're going to be automatic. I don't know about you. That is a twofold reaction from me. One, my inner I love the Jetsons when I was a very little girl side is like, it's like the Jetsons, that's so exciting. But then the other half is like, there's no pilot? What you talking about, Willis? I don't know about all that. I'm not sure. Okay, so here's the thing. So Uber Air is supposed to start testing, I believe, in Los Angeles, my home state, Los Angeles and Dallas, Texas, in 2020. But they're supposed to roll out in 2023. So you guys, I need to know, would you be doing Uber Air? I should say, I have like this weird little, tiny little irrational fear of flying. I realize it's totally irrational. I actually enjoy flying. Like, we've gone long distances. We did a family trip to England and Paris a couple years ago, and that's a long flight. That's like 8 or 9 hours. Now, I am fine. If the plane is chill, watch a little movie, watch like 8 movies if it's that long of a flight. I just don't like turbulence. So there's no turbulence, I am totally okay. If there is turbulence, I am like white knuckling, you know, the seat next to me. Funny little sidebar story. When I first started dating my husband, I forgot to tell him about this little fear of flying thing. And I had to go to this press junket thing in Los Angeles for, I think it was for VH1. I don't remember. But I had not told him that I am a little fearful of flying. So there was a lot of turbulence on our flight. We were flying from Atlanta to Los Angeles. And I'm like, tears streaming down my face. He's like, is everything okay? I don't even think we had been dating maybe 6 months, maybe. And I'm like, I'm fine. Yeah, so that was embarrassing. So I don't know, Uber Air, would you guys fly Uber Air? I am on the fence right now. But by the time we get to 2023, when it's like legit out there in the universe. So the thing is, I guess it's going to be flying, I think they're aiming for 200 flights a minute or something like that. It's supposed to be like one every 24 seconds. You do the math. I don't know. I don't know. It's supposed to be less noisy than, like, say, a semi-truck rolling by your office or your house. But it's supposed to be, I think, like only a couple thousand feet off the ground. So to me, I think of the Jetsons. So you're gonna like look up and instead of going, oh, there's an airplane, be like, oh, there's an airplane? I don't know. All right, comment below and let me know. Would you do Uber Air? Or are you gonna just wait like I am? Like, I don't know, I'm gonna let everyone else try it first. Usually I'm always like, I'm gonna try something new, yeah, but this, I don't know. With a pilot, yes, not piloted and automatic, I don't know about all that. I don't know. I really don't know about all that. All right, so important things on the show today. Which obviously means it's not important at all. Important things on the show today. We got to get to this. Why? We're having a toilet paper situation in our house. And here's what the situation is. Okay. I'm going to tell you that I believe there's a certain number, but everyone has to decide what that number is for them. And then just so I don't sound like a complete lunatic who's lost her mind and gone bananas, I don't actually count every time I use the restroom. But if I were going to count, I would say 4. 4 squares should be sufficient enough to use the ladies' room. For number 1. Number 2, that's all bets are off. The reason I bring this up because I have little people in my house, and the little people, they think that is how much toilet paper should be used every time they go to the restroom. Every time. So I had to give them a number. And the number I chose was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I chose 4 squares. I always think of, do you remember Seinfeld and Elaine from Seinfeld? Can you spare a square? Can you spare a square? Okay, maybe just me. So I told them 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 squares should be sufficient to get the number 1 job done. Again, number 2, y'all do you and whatever. Now again, I don't count every time, but I had to set a limit because toilet paper, even though we buy it in bulk at the bulk warehouse places, it still can get pricey if you're having to like go through tons of packages. So when I start unraveling and I think of like when you do your bridal showers and you like make a gown out of the toilet paper. Anyway, so let me know. I realize like you're not going to count, but if you were to count, how many would you count? Because I say 4. That's a good amount for number 1, ladies. I'm saying ladies because men, I know you're watching too, but like I said, you really only need it for the other one, and so everyone on the other one, the number 2, you got to use whatever you need to use. But for number 1, we cannot spare a square. We can only spare 4 squares. So let me know. I just need to know how many. If you were to count, again, I'm not that crazy. I don't count when I go to the bathroom. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's go. I'm just saying, for rule purposes in my home with the little people who live in my home, I had to give them a number. So 4 is the number I chose. Comment below. Let me know. All right. The other thing I wanted to talk about today on Coffee Convo Wednesday, again, it's not important at all. But I was perplexed by this because recently, I think it was maybe BuzzFeed, they released, it was like a meme or something, and this was the meme. Okay. When you're eating cereal, which I pretty much do all the time, and I could eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I love cereal. When you're eating your cereal, when you're making your cereal, which do you put in first? Do you put the cereal in first? Or do you put the milk in first? And I saw this meme and I was like, what do you mean milk first? Who puts milk first and then the cereal? You hush your mouth. That's not how it goes. However, I posted it right here on my Facebook page, and some people did choose milk first. Mind blown. Because in my entire existence in the world, I have never, not once ever, put milk in first. I always put the cereal first. So what say you, my fine fellow Coffee Convo Wednesdayers? Cereal first or milk first? I mean, to me, this is the only way. Cereal first, right? Cereal first. I just need to know who of you are doing milk first, and if you do vote milk first, can you tell me why? I mean, again, no judgment, you gotta do you. I'm just really curious because to me, let's see, you put the milk in first and then the cereal like on top. But the cereal first, the milk's like, yeah, it's a milk and cereal goodness combination there. It's like it's just meant to be that way. Milk first? I don't know. So what say you? Cereal first or milk first? Again, I say, mind blown. I didn't even think milk first was a thing at all. All right, that's Coffee Convo Wednesday for today, Wednesday, May 9th, 2018, episode 108. I'm gonna get to my favorite part. Okay, so at the beginning of the show, if you missed the beginning and you're just turning in now, I told you that we have a new sponsor, Dinner AFare. And maybe some of you have heard of Dinner AFare, and maybe some of you have not heard of Dinner AFare, but let me tell you a little story. So many years ago, right when I first moved to Atlanta, I was working at a radio station, and I met this girl named Stephanie and her husband Ken, and they had this new business. It was probably like 2004. I think I'd been there for a year already. And they had this new business they just started called Dinner AFare, and it was fun. You'd go in with, you know, your friends, your neighbors, whatever, your husband, and you would pick out all your ingredients. You'd put them in Ziploc bags, and you'd wrap them up, and you'd take them to go, and you'd make meals for the month. I thought that was the greatest thing. But then they, Stephanie and Ken, outsmarted us because they were like, okay, that's fun. You get a, you know, glass of wine, you do it with your friends. However, for really busy people, we maybe don't have the time to do that all the time. So they started doing, we'll make it for you and do delivery. I was like, what? So you'd get on their website, dinnerafare.com, and you'd pick out the meals you want. Oh, they're so good, which I'm going to tell you about. And then it shows up at your doorstep. This was the greatest thing. So it was like a local Atlanta thing for a while. Well, we moved out of Atlanta years ago, moved out to the country, and you know, we weren't in the delivery area anymore, and I was really sad about that. So fast forward, I moved to here in Orlando, where we currently live. I reconnect with Stephanie, and she's like, hello? We deliver nationwide now. What? I completely lost my mind. Here's why. Because when we were doing Dinner AFare the first time around, it was me, my husband, and Lily. So we were getting meals for 2 to 3 people, and we did, you can either do, then you could do 6 a month or 12 a month, and we loved them because I hate cooking. When I say I hate cooking, I hate cooking. In case you can't really grasp how much I hate cooking, I hate cooking. Like, I hate cooking. If I never had to cook for the rest of my life, I would be so happy. So back then, we were doing meals for 2 to 3 people. And the thing I love about it, so you know how I love to bring props. So I brought some props today. So what I want to show you is, this is how the Dinner AFare comes. It comes wrapped in this really cute brown wrapping paper, which I kind of love, and I use this brown wrapping paper to wrap gifts because I love it. So it comes in this really cute brown wrapping paper, and it says what it is, whatever meal you ordered. And it comes in this perfectly awesome box where it keeps everything frozen. You put these in your freezer. So every month we do 12 of these. We put 12 of these in our freezer. And then, say Sunday, I'm like, hey babe, what do you want to eat tomorrow? And he says, oh, how about ravioli? And I say, okay, that's what we did yesterday. We had that for dinner last night. Sorry, I dropped my ravioli. Oh, sorry. So we had ravioli Bianca. Now why I love this, so this comes, I'm all over the place because I'm so excited. Okay, so this comes like this. Inside is this quick little recipe, like, hey, this is what you do. So you're like, oh, wow. So you gotta chop everything up and cut everything. And no, you don't have to do anything because everything, once you open said bag, everything comes in these little plastic Ziploc bags. And then it says, so like tonight we're having rustic chicken and potato gratine. Is that how you say it? Gratine. That's how I say it. I'm not Italian, obviously. Okay, so there's like 6 steps. You thaw in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours. So we're like, hey, let's have this one. We pull it out, we thaw it in the refrigerator for 24 hours. That's what we have. Then it tells you preheat your oven, you put the chicken and the potatoes in this baking dish, you cook it for like 20-25 minutes, you uncover it, sprinkle some topping over the chicken, cook it for a couple more minutes, remove the pan from the oven, set for 5 minutes, and you serve with ranch dipping sauce. Anything that's served with ranch dipping sauce, I am in. So Stephanie says to me, how did you not know we ship nationwide? And I'm like, what? She goes, I'm so happy I found you. She had not realized I moved to Orlando, saw that I was doing Coffee Convo Wednesday, has been religiously watching Coffee Convo Wednesday with her husband, Ken, and she's like, we need to sponsor Coffee Convo Wednesday. I'm like, yes! Oh my goodness, I can tell everyone about Dinner AFare. Okay, the reason I'm so excited about this is because the agreement I made basically with myself, that when I was gonna do the show, I was only gonna partner with companies and with brands who I feel really strongly about, who I'm passionate about, and I genuinely use, because there would be nothing worse than me to, get up here on the show and say, hey, you guys, we have, Veggie 101 sponsoring the show today. And you guys are like, pretty sure you hate vegetables. Okay, I do, and the rest of my family eats them, but that would just be disingenuous. This Dinner AFare place, like I'm telling you, I met Stephanie and Ken in 2004. Stephanie and I were pregnant with our oldest. We have daughters around the same age. We were both pregnant in 2005 because my oldest is 12. Her daughter's 12. I think she's, 12 and a half. Anyway, so Stephanie used to spend all this time learning to cook on her grandparents' working farm in North Carolina. She met her husband. They came up with this idea, and I love it. So you're like, okay, that's exciting. Yay, they're sponsoring Coffee Convo Wednesday, Dinner AFare. That sounds awesome. Why else are you telling me about this? Because Stephanie and Ken said, let's give some dinners away. So they have different choices on the website. You can either do 6 meals, you can do 12 meals. Well, they also have a 3-meal try it dinner package, which is about $79 for 3 meals. They are giving one of those away today. I know. So what they're giving away is 3 meals. So basically, you will get to try 3 of the meals that they have. And they have a whole bunch of meals to choose from. So you'll be able to choose 3. So I'm basically giving you 3 dinners that will feed 2 to 3 people. So like I said, a long time ago when I first met Stephanie and Ken at Dinner AFare, we only had a family of 3. Well, now we have Luna, our youngest, and then my Mama Jane lives with me. So we have 5 people. So now we choose the 4 to 6 option when we're ordering from Dinner AFare. Okay, so that is Dinner AFare. I love them. And I love that they come in these really cute packages and you just toss them in your freezer and then you defrost them and you take them out of the plastic bags and you make them and it's easy. That, for someone who does not like to cook, I love. Okay, so how do you win the 3 try-it dinners for 2 to 3 people? Just comment dinner. Comment dinner and tell me the city you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday from. I like to think of it as a little Mother's Day gift to you because Stephanie said, hey, it's perfect for Mother's Day. I said, yes, it is. What a great Mother's Day gift. So I will draw a winner before Mother's Day, and then you can pick your 3 meals, which I think is great. In fact, let's say, how about Friday at 5 o'clock? You have until Friday the 11th, Friday, May 11th. Is that right? 9, 10, 11? Yes. Friday, May 11th at 5 o'clock. Just comment dinner and the city you watch Coffee Convo Wednesday, and we will pick a random winner, and then we will notify you Friday night. And yeah, you get to try 3 dinners from Dinner AFare. That's like a $79 value. So 3 dinners for 2 to 3 people. Just think. Check, check, check off your list. 3 nights you don't have to like slave over a stove and go, I gotta get this recipe here and this ingredient and I don't know how to do this. Oh, wait, that's me. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Oh, I don't have this ingredient. Oh, I hate cooking. I can't follow a recipe. How is everything supposed to be done at the same time? No joke. Ask my husband, who is probably watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. It's so true. All right, so comment dinner in the city you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday, and I will hook you up with 3 dinners from Dinner AFare. Oh yeah, you know what? The other thing I forgot to tell you, if you don't win, go to dinnerafare.com, and if you buy a package over $100, enter the code Cindy25. You're gonna save 25 bucks. Yeah, anything over $100, you save 25 bucks. Just saying, go check it out. And that's gonna be good forever. So anytime, if you just go today and you're like, oh man, I'm not ready to do that, I'm gonna do it next week. Yeah, next week it's gonna be good too. Cindy25, and you'll get $25 off of your $100 or more purchase at dinnerafare.com. I'm gonna put all the deets here right above the video, so you can just come back and link anytime you want. And that is Coffee Convo Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Before I get out of here and say my final goodbye, I do want to say Happy Mother's Day, Mama Jane. I know she's watching this morning, and she is the best mother I've ever had. She's like, really? I'm the only mother you've ever had. She's correct. She is a great mom. She is a 4-time cancer survivor, 3-time breast cancer, 1-time uterine cancer. She is a rock star. She has been walking lately. I've been filming her on Instagram stories with her new pink kicks if you want to check her out. She's so sweet and she's beautiful, and I love her. So happy early Mother's Day, Mom. Does this mean I don't have to get you a gift now? Just kidding. My husband's actually taking us out for dinner on Sunday. So happy Mother's Day, Mama Jane. I love you so much. You're the best mom ever. I love you. I love you. And to all of the Mother's Day out there, the moms out there, happy Mother's Day. And please keep in mind, friends that you may have who are not mothers and maybe were trying to be, and that just didn't happen for them and they weren't blessed with that gift. Please just keep them in mind and give them big fat extra kisses and love on that day, because sometimes those days can be sad for people, and also people have lost their moms. It can be a sad day for them as well. So cheers to all of the mom, and cheers to all of you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Spread kindness like Nutella, and don't forget dinner and the city you're watching before Friday at 5 p.m. Good luck, and Jessica from livelikeamother.com, thank you for my coffee mug. Have a great week, everyone, and love you guys. Cheers!